Hello everybody, welcome back. For those guys who are scared that we weren't doing the final games, don't worry, we're doing the final games. I'm talking to you, BDA. He had to actually call and message both of us. He was like, are you guys doing the final game? I really want to know. Anyways, so I did mention that my camera was running out of memory, running out of battery. And so we borrowed Rashawn's phone to record this. I literally just took my tripod and I took an elastic band and just used an elastic to attach the phone to the tripod. So it's gonna shake a little bit and it might actually shift off at one point. And yeah, anyways.
But that's some ingenuity just to get you guys that game.
yeah. So hope you guys appreciate it. But of course, yes, we are joined again with Julia, and we are watching Trevor on the left. He's playing that plasma deck, and we've got Joey on the right. He's playing that Blastoise deck, and off we go. I felt like I just clicked it and I shook the camera, but the camera's just shaking by itself.
What kind of phone is this?
His thing is some kind of Android thing. I don't know. Heck if I know.
Something, yeah.
But yes, shout out to Rashawn, aka Firestorm, for lending the camera. Also, congrats, he got a new job working for some place doing something.
Very cool.
Yes, yeah, definitely cool. Something to do with esports, tournament management stuff, and then it seems like it's mostly dealing with League of Legends. So.
Which is going to be awesome, which is cool. That means he's technically going to be working with stuff that affects my brothers. The circle, it's like the small world is so small.
or people just happen to be like the same thing.
Yeah, right.
So Joey gets off with a start. I thought Trevor wanted to flip, but I guess Joey's going first. Unless I think Trevor actually wants to get the first attack, maybe. And maybe he chose to go second. I don't know. Anyways, Joey's gonna retreat the Squirtle that he started off with, gets an energy in his discard, and he's gonna get a couple more energies into his discard, get that heavy ball, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna beach at the end of this, just to, beach for 3 right there. Okay, so he keeps the heavy ball in his hand so that if he gets N, then he has more outs to get that Blastoise. Deoxys comes down on Trevor's side, and moving that dice always assigned lasers, but we know that Trevor doesn't run lasers.
just like to put the fear.
Yeah. Just like when you do the little look over on their bench, right? The good old catcher look.
And then you hold the card.
How many cards do you have in your hand, Julia?
Yeah, right. Oh yeah.
How many is that? 6? And how many prizes? Oh yeah. I guess I'll play Colress.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if you just play a deck with absolutely no N and you just say that all the time.
Oh my goodness, that'd be so funny.
I know there's a couple Blastoise deck that run 3N. And because N is not a good card for Blastoise at the very late stages, because they really need to get that superior energy retrieval and stuff like that. But I still find when you're falling behind and stuff like that, N is still so good. N is so good beginning game, and is so good end game. And I almost don't mind giving my opponent the cards, because I almost feel like, especially at the higher end tables, no one's gonna play themselves into a dead hand, right? People are usually going to, unless, bad draws all around, but for the most part, if the guy's sitting on 2-3 cards, one of those is probably going to be a draw supporter. He's probably holding on to it. But yeah.
So we have a Skylef is that a Skylef 418 plasma ball?
Yeah, I think it's a Skylef for the ball into the Thundurus.
Very interesting.
And he's got the Colress machine going down. Yeah. I wonder, is he going to spear? He could spear this first turn.
For 40 it would do, right?
Yeah, 40, and nothing to the bench because of that shell shield.
Yep. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting though, because he doesn't have a supporter in hand. So I guess with Beach there, it's kind of almost like having a supporter when you don't need it. Yeah, he was almost gonna just Beach. I think that's what he was thinking. Yeah, I think he's.
Yeah, I think so. He's gonna Beach here. Thinking whether he wants to use that other Colress machine, beaches himself into another Colress machine. Wow, good angle. We got, see, pretty much all his cards there.
Yeah.
Still no supporter though. And the thing is that Trevor really wants to get down his Frozen City in this matchup because the Luge, the Rain Dance ability from Blastoise allows Joey to attach from his hand onto his Pokemon and do like ridiculous damage. But that Frozen City,
brutal.
yeah, Frozen City is brutal for this deck because it deals 20 damage every single time you attach from your hand. And Trevor specifically, his deck runs 4 freaking Frozen Cities, so he has very likely to get it out early to hurt and to keep it out the entire game. And it's designed specifically, that 4 Frozen City is specifically there just to play against this bad matchup, which is the Blastoise. So Joey's gonna get really, really good turn here. Wow.
Value.
Superior energy retrieval into stuff. Yeah. So he got his Blastoise up. He needs a lightning and another water energy. He's gonna drop the Mime, so no more fear from stuff. Gonna deluge one more time.
But
and
no
lightning. Yeah, that's the hard part.
Slash your way to victory.
That is the hard part though with the deck sometimes. I don't know. I've never failed to hit the lightning. I run 3 in my deck only, like 3 lightnings and 9 water or 10 water depending, right? But I've never failed to hit the lightning. So now it's interesting that Joey does choose to slash because he's not going to be able to 2-shot the Kyurem, right? There's a possibility of him, say, tropical beaching this turn, right? So I almost feel like he should have just tropical beached for more cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say like there goes the stuff anyways. And
he doesn't look like he has the greatest hand. He's got a War Turtle, 2 rare candies, and a couple other things. Like maybe an N in there, I think, but not definitely not the best thing he would have liked to see. But
yeah, well, Trevor gets himself out of his bad hand. He top decked a Colress, so he's going to be able to draw back up to 6 with that. It's interesting that he chose to attach to the Kyurem because I suspected that he probably wanted to get his Lugia and get that set up really fast. But I guess you're not going to guarantee to draw into a Lugia when you wanted to.
Yeah.
So he's going to drop that.
Oh, there's the Frozen City.
But if he attacks here, Joey is going to get a really good one-shot on this Thundurus as long as he hits, as long as he hits the lightning. It's actually been long enough now that I don't actually really remember exactly what happened here. But he's going to play that N, and I think that's helped Trevor, because I think Trevor was left with a supporterless hand again.
Yeah.
He was just having, like 3 turns in a row, ends his turn with no supporter in hand.
Yeah. He was pretty good on that top deck, too, because if he hadn't, then he would have started pretty much showing off, like, I don't have any cards. I don't have any supporter. And,
hits the lightning. I got a phone call. We're going to pause this for a second and be right back.
Yeah.
See, the worst part is I was actually expecting an important call, but telemarketers. Anyways, carry on.
Well, out of that N, Joey gets the lightning.
Yes, so he can pick up the 2 prizes here, and that's pretty big. There's no threat of a Lugia coming down now, so he does put himself into one-shot territory, though.
Yeah.
From this Kyurem without attachment. So that's 70. The Kyurem hits for what? 130, 120? 130, right?
140 because the 2 Deoxys.
Yes. Okay, so 120 plus the 2 Deoxys, 140. So that will kill. And does he have the energy? No, he doesn't have the energy in hand to use it. He's got a plasma energy and he's got a double colorless energy, neither of which are going to help in this situation. He wants a water blend or prism. I think he only runs prism and blends that work with the Kyurem, probably. But he does get the Lugia down as well. And
Dun, dun, dun.
dun, dun, dun. Energy, energy, energy. There you go. He's got the energy.
Whoa, a lot more than energy.
He's got all the energies he needs.
Yeah, it seems to be a pattern with Trevor. Like, he always has tons of energy in hand, which, hey, at least,
Yeah, I think his entire deck is like energies.
Yeah.
So Frost Spirit does the KO. And,
Take that 20 damage, Mr. Mime.
Oh, going for the catcher, reveals that he does have a catcher.
Yeah, he played one early as well to try and get the first Deoxys that was on the bench.
Okay.
But he tails that too.
That sucks.
Yep. But that's the risk you take, running catcher. If it works, it pays off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Another Blastoise gonna be coming out.
Looks like it. Make sure you move that damage dice off the Kyurem, because it was not a damage dice, it was just a flip. He doesn't have enough energies again. He's missing another one, unfortunately. So it looks like he passed the turn over to Trevor.
Yep.
Yeah, it would be nice if he got this KO, because then Trevor will need like Colorless Machine, DCE Colorless Machine in order to do it, and he has a Plasma in hand, and the other ones are gone. Yeah, so it's gonna switch.
Yeah, and he can take the KO here from Mr. Mime too, so that's good. And while still accelerating. Because the Thunderous will hit for 50, which Mr. Mime being 70, that Frozen City doing its work, and he's going to be able to take that, which is good. Did he end this turn? No, that was last turn. I was like, you're still thinking about that.
Yeah. Yeah, Joey actually is not in a very good situation here, because after Trevor takes single KO off this Mime, if he retaliates with the Black Kyurem, then very easily Trevor is going to get the return KO with the Lugia for the win, because the Lugia will pick up 3 prizes due to his overflow ability. So Joey has to think carefully here. So he's gonna... I'm actually surprised he still had a Plasma Energy in his deck, because I could have sworn he max potion one off. Oh, you know what? That one that he max potion, he raided Knuckle.
Thunderous, right? Yeah.
So that was the last Plasma Energy, because the other 2 are in his hand. And he's going to raid a Knuckle to knock out and put an energy.
He's got DCE in hand too, so he has game next turn, it seems.
Yeah.
If something doesn't go really, really right for Joey here.
Well, Joey probably is going to play an N.
Yeah, and Keldeo, I guess, is going to be what he needs to attack with, I guess, right? Because it doesn't have to discard the energy, so it's not going to keep taking damage, right? If Frozen City comes back up.
Alright, so he's got a lot of energy in his hand, and a superior energy retrieval too.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's going to help a little bit. He's got 3 energies there. He needs, what, like 6 to knock out the Thunderous. So he's going to rush in, and that's a bad sign for Trevor. He doesn't want to see that rush in. Yeah, get there. And I'll take the prizes. Thank you very much. Doesn't even wait for the confirmation. I'll just put these in my hand.
Wow. Trevor has 2 plasmas in hand.
Yeah, he does have...
He still has all the plasma in his deck, pretty much.
Yeah, and Trevor can get the setup for the knockout here with the Blizzard Burn as well. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, specifically there just to counter, like, even people who run 3 Tropical Beaches, still not enough to beat out 4 Frozen Cities. That's just a ridiculous number of space in your deck to dedicate for that. It's going to drop Joey down to 2 cards there with that N. And that actually is one of the worst situations now, to lose your Tropical Beach, so you can't draw at the end of your turn, and also get dropped down to low cards. But knowing Joey, he's probably going to get like Juniper and...
Oh yeah, a Juniper and an Energy, or Superior Energy Retrieval and some other cards, and then he draws the 3rd one.
Energy, and I'm pretty sure that's a Colress in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
He just, every time, he's so... Oh my goodness, I wish I ran that good. Like, just once.
Ain't no Fang.
Oh man.
Nice and easy.
Wow.
So now Trevor's thinking.
Oh, it's too good.
He's gonna put the big damage, I think, right? He doesn't need to Frost Spear or anything, so he's just gonna lay down the big damage. Or no, he's gonna Frost Spear. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, either one sets up for the Lugia.
Yeah.
And Colress, why not?
Yeah.
Doesn't even play down the energy though. I guess he doesn't know where he wants it to go, or he doesn't want to put the extra damage down yet.
Yeah, well, I guess it depends too. Do we know if he runs 3 beach or 2? Because he might be trying to go.
I'm pretty sure he runs 2. I remember he would run 3, but he had to lend 1 to his dad.
Oh yes, that's right. I think.
Yeah, so he only runs the 2. But if Trevor was playing against Mel runs 4 Tropical Beach.
Wow.
So this was the better matchup for Trevor coming out of that. Otherwise, he would play against Mel. But you know, as Mel said in the comments, nothing he can do when Joey runs hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So he's looking through his deck here. That's all of Joey's deck, that hand.
Yep, pretty much all superior energy retrievals left in there.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, yeah, oh man.
So Joey doesn't really have many choices here. He has to, what is he going to rush in and drop the Blastoise? Okay, he's going to sacrifice the Blastoise. And I think he needs to get like a Blastoise KO or something, I don't know. That's not my phone this time. Yeah, I don't know what exactly Joey's outs are here. You know what I think it is? I think the only thing that he can do right now is look for the catcher and catcher kill one of the Lugia. So he needs to pump up the Black Curium and then catcher kill that. No.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Or pump that up. I mean,
yeah,
that works too.
Same thing. He's gonna leave up the Keldeo, so he's gonna stall out and wait for the catcher. So greedy.
Yeah.
See, and this is hard because Joey's playing a setup deck, right? And this is time. They got like 50 minutes, an hour to play 3 games. And if Joey loses this game, he is going to be behind in time, and also he has to win the second game too. So he's making it tougher for himself for future game. But I guess he probably feels that this game hasn't gone on that long. It feels like a relatively short time. So I think Trevor actually announced his attack here, and Joey pointed out that he couldn't have done the Blizzard Burn again, so he's just. But he did let Trevor take back his attack, and so Trevor skylight for a switch and played 2 switches in order to do Blizzard Burn, or oh no, looks like he Frost Spear this time. But yeah, good guy Joey.
Yeah.
So Frost Spear comes down. Joey's gonna max potion, stall for time. Oh.
Yeah, I don't mind if you take it back. Max potion. Love that.
So many cards in his hand. Trevor doesn't know what to do. He's gonna Frost Spear again.
Yeah.
And still no catcher. I think that's pretty much scoop now. Yeah, so he's gonna scoop. Yeah, so Joey was just waiting for that catcher. There's not many cards left in his deck, and even if he hits that catcher, though, he needs to flip for it. So it's really sketchy. I don't know. I guess he just felt like, well, I'm running hot today, so I might as well try to go for it, right? And
times like that where escape prop would have been really good.
Yeah, escape actually would have been pretty good for him as well, but only really against this deck.
Yeah, he would have needed 1 extra energy, but I think he had the 1 extra.
He had all the energies he needed.
Yeah,
for
he
sure.
would have needed an extra water because it's 180 instead of 170, or is the Oxus 170?
No, he did attach the last one on, so there were 7 energies. There were 7 energies on that Keldeo.
Correct. Yeah. So that's the thing. Yeah. So any of them would have given him the 2 prizes he needed. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, that's the escape rope catcher thing. Sometimes you're in situations where it doesn't matter what they pick, could be good for you, but sometimes it's just like, I want you to pick something that'll be bad for you and good for me, and they're not going to pick that. It's just not.
Earth-shattering shuffling here, shifting the camera all over the place.
Yeah.